back to Campus Half Life. I'm Jojo.
I'm Ryan Jack.
And yeah, today we're doing an interview based on the security of students in campus. And today I have with me
the Secretary General Jkuat.
Yeah, probably tell us which course you're taking in Jkuat.
I'm a fourth-year student pursuing a program in Public Administration Leadership. It's in Corridor. Yeah, School of Business and Entrepreneurship.
The year of study?
Fourth year, as I said earlier.
Oh yeah. So the interview today is based on a murder case that was recently discovered from a student that was killed, Juma. That is the case, right? So we're just like trying to see how safe campus students are and what are the measures that have been made by the Students Association Board to make sure that other students are safe. And I'm going to ask him a few questions, and probably he's going to give us the answers that we deserve. So my first question: what is the role of Jkuat in ensuring the safety of students?
Jkuat, in full, that's an abbreviation. It's a Jomo Kenyatta University Students Association, for those of you maybe who might not have an idea of what Jkuat means. And it's an independent body, students' independent body apart from the school management, that is here to cater for anything to do with students. These are the body that presents the matters that affect students to the university management. It is the body that is airing out issues that are always affecting comrades, specifically for Jkuat, to the management. Like, it's a link between the students and the administration.
Oh, you guys act as intermediaries?
Yeah, intermediaries.
Okay.
Exactly.
So here's another question. Is the school administration making moves on the safety of students in Jkuat?
When we look at the hierarchy of functions of this institution, we have different roles that are dedicated to each and every department. Like when you talk of security, there is a department for security, which is headed by the Chief Security Officer of this institution. The Chief of Security Officer has his own office at the administration, Jkuat Administration Block A. And also under him, we have other offices. There are those who deal with security matters during with maybe theft cases. We have those that deal with emergency disasters, like maybe something has happened with this institution, fire, outbreak, those different functions. So the school has actually, it is well managed under the security team. And the security team is actually making efforts to make that student safety in and outside the institution is always up to date.
So let me just, a quick question.
Sure.
We're talking about the safety of students in school and outside school. That is what you're saying. So I just want to say, what are some of the measures that the security is taking for the students outside the school? Because in as much as you want to control the security within the school, there are students who live outside the school. So what measures are you guys taking?
Definitely, the Chief Security Officer, first of all, these are officers that are trained by the government, and at some point these are people who have ever worked with the government, with the militaries and everything. So if you find someone that is working under the chief or under the security team in Jkuat, this is someone who has a quite good personnel in the security sector. So Jkuat as a management, we usually have a link with the government administration, the DCI, which is the just at the Juja. Then we also have the Juja police station. So we make sure that patrol is done each and every night, just to make sure everything is moving on well. Then also, if we are having those spot points, there are those points that are always insecure. Maybe it's a hideout for thieves or thugs or something. The university is also ensuring that those such places are patrolled after some time, like frequently, not to keep the safety of the students outside the school at latter.
Okay, so the case of Juma, you know him, may his soul rest in peace. How far is it, and have the suspect been convicted? And will the comrades get justice for Joel? Because as far as I've done my digging, I realized that when I was going through Twitter, the tweets from the DCI Juja, he was saying like they were arrested, 3 of them were arrested. So how is it the arrest? Has it guaranteed that you guys are going to be safe? And what matters have been taken towards his death?
Okay, when you talk about the late Joel Juma, it's quite unfortunate we did lose him. And what I can say, people will demand for justice, and will demand for justice if they are not informed. So I bet most of the students are not informed of the whereabouts or how far the case of the Joel's murder case has gone. But with me, I have the right information because since then, let me just give you the flow functions or the flow of events, how it did happen. Since Juma was murdered, and the following day, we managed to actually capture seven suspects, those of which we felt like these are the people who might have been involved
Within the school or
with
outside?
outside the school.
Okay.
Yeah, these are people who are arrested in different places of Juja, and also others were arrested outside the outskirts of Juja.
Yeah.
So we did have a meeting with the DCIO, with the area sub-county, with the Juja OCPD, Madam Christine, and with also the DCIO officer, Mr. Maura. And out of the 7 suspects, 2 of the suspects actually, they accepted to be guilty of the offense. And from the information that we had earlier, it's that the individuals who were actively involved in the murder of Juma were 3. So we were having 1 pending. Out of the 7, 2 accepted to be guilty and
One missing.
1 missing. So out of the case, you usually know how things go about. You are supposed to present any person that you feel is guilty of something within 24 hours within the court for him to get a verdict and to be to be given a verdict. So the case, we went to Juja, not to Juja, to Thika law courts, and the 2 guys also admitted to be guilty.
Okay.
This one person did not admit actually, and we did not have enough evidence for by then to say that maybe he is guilty or not. So the court actually raised a bond, but they were not supposed to pay anything. They were supposed to be to get back to the cells until further investigations is done. So in that case, we just did carried on with the burial arrangements for the late Juma. We did the arrangements. We also, of which we appreciate, the DCIO and the school institution actively participated in trying to help at the burial. So after the burial, we came back and we had the second hearing of the case of the Juma, and also the Thika law courts, now with enough evidence. Yeah, because we required the what do we call them? The knives or what? Yeah, the let's
evidence.
say the evidence, and that was used to stab him and everything, because initially we had only found 1 knife, which is which was a clear evidence, but now there were 3, and they claim that each and every individual head is on is on knife. So we were lacking 2 knives, and by then we had managed to get 2 knives. So we presented the case to the court, but unfortunately the second time these guys now say that they were not involved in that case. Unajua, for someone to just withdraw a case that way is never that easy. So they were supposed to be taken to Madare to be to be checked if they are mentally well. Because you cannot say that you are guilty and then you also come and deny it So as we are speaking, we're waiting for the results from Madare to see if these guys, they are actually mentally stable or they have any mental issues before we take another step against them.
But it's been known that people assume, or rather people pretend to be psychologically ill so that their cases are dismissed.
Sure.
So you're trying to say if these people are found that they are not mentally stable, the case is just going to be dismissed?
If they are found to be not to be mentally stable, I think that's not going to be the case. It's not going to be easy for them because for government to actually take its action, everything must be up to latter, and I don't think if there is anyone getting away with this case.
They should definitely not get away with it.
Sure.
So my next question, will Juja ever be a safe place for comrades? Because I'm pretty sure after the death of this comrade, a lot of parents opted to relocate their kids from Georgia. A lot of parents felt insecure. They felt that their kids, maybe they're going to be the next victims or something. So, will Georgia ever be a safe place for comrades?
Okay, my comment about that. Maybe if I can say, we can start with this phrase, like they always say, every market has his own mad person. So when we talk of Juja, Juja is a community, Juja is a society, and a society is incapacitated of everyone.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, we have those people who are mentally ill, we have those people who are straightforward, educated, lawyers, thieves, and everything. So we have different characters. That is the point. And as a society, we can say, I cannot assure that Juja will ever be safe like any other place, like totally safe. There's no place that is totally safe.
Except heaven.
Yeah. So for me to say Juja will, if Juja can be a safe place or a secure place for someone to stay, I will just urge the comrades. Safety begins with ourselves. Like,
Okay.
if you see, God forbid, if you see like for Joe's case,
Yeah.
he was outside by like late midnight, late midnight. So if you just start your own safety by as early as 10, as 9, you are in your own house, then maybe if there is some light outside, maybe from 6 or 5:30, you be outside, then I don't think if there is any harm that is good, because we've never had any case of robbery, like someone is coming to your house to break in and stab you or anything. These cases are always happening outside, yeah, when students are just walking during the late hours or the peak
Stay
hours.
safe, stay at home.
Sure.
Okay, so somehow you are reliable for the safety of other students, right? So how sure are you that you are safe yourself? And do you feel like you need safety in as much as you're trying to provide safety for other students?
And that's a very crucial question. But what I can say about it is that once you are a student leader, you definitely, there are those people who are on your side and there are those people who are against you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And once you have enemies, definitely you are not safe or you are not secure. And for this case, maybe we can say the enemies, your enemies are always depending on the situation that is there. For Juma's case, maybe I was number one person in the upper front following up the case, knowing that each and every, but these thugs that were involved in this case, they also have families, and these families, they're also on the watch. They're also like monitoring who is following up this case, who is about. Also, they also had friends who they commit crimes with and everything. So they're also on the watch. They're saying, okay, if we just finish this person, is this case will be over. Like there's no one who is going to follow up. So as much as we are trying to protect the students, also we also need our own safety, and that is why we also at the upper front, like for the office of the Jkusa, for any executive, like we have the emergency lines, the direct lines for the OCPDs, for the DCIOs, and everyone. In case of emergency, any emergency, we just holler them out. Yeah.
Okay. Are there any changes since the death of Juma? Because I've heard from a few people that there were so much lights installed within Juja, so that maybe the city is lighted at night. So what are more of the security measures that have been taken, or some of the changes that have happened ever since his death?
Actually, I'm pleased that you are aware, or that you are informed that there are some security lights that were increased, or the number of secure street lights
Yeah.
that were increased maybe around the institution. So that was one of the alternatives that we had. As I earlier mentioned, we had a meeting with the stakeholders that are involved in making the Juja safety. So one of the options that we gave them, that we need all the streets to be later, like they should be clear. There should be no any dark spot at any point. Then we also requested them that we should be having CCTVs installed. At least every point, every street should have one CCTV, so that we can be capturing any movement in and out of that street. So that in case there is any case that is happening within that street, we'll be able to monitor those people that were in and out of that street. Then also, What we also agreed and we demanded from the stakeholders is that those patrols that are always being done at night, those patrols should be actually be very strict. Yeah, we as much as we have students, we do have students who are very naughty, watu wanataka kupati,
Yeah, yeah,
they
yeah,
are
true.
always coming late. So if they find you at a certain peak hour, we have the like we have a certain patrol guy from the Juja police, anaitwa Hassan. Hassan is always walking with a piki, a motorbike all night, and this guy is like trying to act like a parent. Is stepping out of the shoe ya polisi to a parent, because anapata kuna watu wamelewa mango kwa mtaro. He takes an initiative, carries that person, anamuuliza unaishi wapi. He makes sure that he drops he or she at the place of residence. You know, that is now extra, going an extra mile of out of your work. Yeah, so this person is always really overworking. Yeah? So actually, let us just be, if you cannot take an Uber from where you have partied to your doorstep, then definitely you rather be there up to ile time unaona you are very much safe. Sawa sawa. Yeah. So actually we requested them to increase the security, the patrols each and every night, to be moving around, and at least the least hour they should be doing patrols is as late as 5:30. I think past 5:30 kunaweza kuwa na less harm, but it's also it has also come to our notice, there are some gangs wanakuibia mchana, just a group of 4. As early, yeah, I have a friend, a victim. She said that she was robbed as early as
6 a.m.
6 p.m. jioni. You can imagine, it's all hapo ni daylight, watu wanakuja, a group of 4, mmoja mbele mwingine nyuma. If you try to scream, they have their own. Yeah, so wanakuambia bring everything, and you know, kama if you're a lady, there is less you can do. Kama wewe ni mwanaume, you can really try to strangle,
fight back,
but if you try to fight back also, you're not sure of your safety as well. You can be stabbed, you don't know, unaweza pigwa ngumi mapua itoke. Anyway, you see. Yeah, so those are some of the things that we are requesting the government and the Juja stakeholders to do and to do for students.
Yeah, just want to say thank you to Hassan if he ever happens to watch this. And if you're a comrade outside here, stop making work harder for people. He's already a cop, nothing is harder than that, so just make it easier for him. Get home on time. If you're drinking, you can also drink from your home. No one said that drinking from a club is going to get you more drunk. Drink responsibly, stay safe, stay at home. My other question, has anyone allegedly spoken to the girlfriend? Because from what I heard from the story, he was with the girlfriend and he was attacked, but apparently the girlfriend was not harmed in any way. So has anyone made measures of talking to her, maybe checking how she's doing emotionally, psychologically? Has anyone just spoken to her?
Talking of the girlfriend, I don't know if it was the girlfriend or just someone else, but on personal level, I have communicated with that lady not once, not twice. Yeah, just on the very first day I talked to her, it was the very first day I had the case about the Joel's demise. Yeah, because this lady, actually, we are having contrary stories. She has never come out to tell us the truth. Yeah, and I'm very bitter as the Secretary General, because I've never known the truth from her of exactly what happened, because she is the immediate person of which we can rely on, but she has never showed up herself. The only the only story we are working on is the story from the DCI, of which, okay, God forbid, and I'm not against their story, but we cannot really trust them, because anything can happen. Yeah, anything can happen. So the person who can tell us the facts is the lady, but she is nowhere to be seen. But we've been communicating over the phone. Yeah, I did communicate to her, and she never even turned out to the burial. She never attended the burial, which is quite unfortunate, and which is also raising alarms. There's a lot of questions which are being asked about the lady, and we are yet to know. Actually, what I can say, we are doing our own investigations, and we can never let it go. That lady, wherever she is, we will find you.
And you have to talk.
Yeah. We will find you and we'll have to talk. You will have to tell us the truth.
Yeah.
Wherever you are, just know that we are coming for you. Ile shimo uko ndani, lazima utatoka, utatuambia ukweli.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I only have 2 questions left. I think we've already answered this, but I'm just going to ask it again. Has his death impacted the security measures?
Well, an impact of security measures. We've been always having security measures, like security measures, as I also mentioned. The security start with by ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some of the measures that we have as an institution, Jkuat, we know, okay, Jkuat is actually an institution, but it doesn't have that enough space to reside all students within the institution, in the halls, in the hostels. That is what I'm trying to mean. So these students, most of our students are forced to reside outside, but students are only advised to reside in the buildings that are permitted by the government of Kenya to be hostels for students around Juja. So if you stay in any building that is not permitted, find out from your caretaker, find out from your landlord. Like, you should be staying in the building and well secured and that has a permit to allow students to reside in. So the university actually is putting very many measures about the security. When you talk of security, security is not only about whatever you're talking here, the Joel's Juma case and everything. No, security, it is looked in a very huge dimension. We have cyber securities. We have our building security, like of the recent building that collapsed in Gate C. Actually, that is also part of security. And we also, when we talk of security, we're also talking of theft cases. We're talking of our own safety where we stay. Yeah. How is our relationship with the other tenants? How is our relationship with the people within Juja? These people that have the Vibandaski along, it's also part of security, like the food we're eating. How secure is it? We've been having cases of food poisoning and everything. Yeah. So universities management has been actually making efforts to reinforce the measures that are put in to make sure that the students' safety is at hand. Yeah. And one of those measures is by ensuring that any hotel that is around, it is having a business permit and has a letter from the public health officer to make sure that the food they are offering, it is safe for people to consume. Then also, it is also number one advocating for security lights, street lights, for or those patrols to be done day in, day out, to make sure that the safety of the students are safe. Then number three is also making sure that all those buildings that are around Julia are having permits to make sure that it is safe for someone to reside in those buildings. Yeah. Those buildings are built to the latter, because we also understand these buildings that are around Jkuat or Juja, these buildings are owned by the university management people, the lecturers, some workers who are working within the institution. Yeah. And just one of the things that university is doing actually to make the security, the students safety is at hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a very nice thing. Okay, so my last question. Is it safe to stay outside school at this point?
I might say yes and I might say no, depending on these two arguments. Number one, staying inside school, actually it's secure because you are well assured of your security. No one can harm you. We've never had any case of insecurity within the institution, unless you've ever had one. But I've never had any case of insecurity within the institution. But as well, if we try just to look in these matters, let's just be realistic.
Okay.
Like, these issues are mtu kudungwa kisu, mtu kuibiwa. As I said earlier, mtu amaibiwa kwa nyumba yake, mtu amai kuja kubomolewa mlango or anything. No, it is only happening in the street, in the streets. So which means definitely, like, it is only us who are selling ourselves to the thugs, to the criminals. But if we can take that initiative of protecting ourselves, no, I'm a student, I came here for a season, for a purpose. I came here to learn. Let me limit myself. Quarter now, your own curfew. Say I'll be at my house maybe as early as 10. Unless otherwise, ukienda sherehe as venye nimesema, this I can say the Uber, the Bolt thing is very secure. Because once umeitisha Uber, Bolt, you have all the details za huyo mtu. Si ndio? Yeah. So in case of anything, you can screenshot it. Unajua huyu ndiye alinipeleka. Huyu ndiye alinifikisha mahali nalala na alinichukua. Ukitolewa mahali ulipiga sherehe hadi mahali una nini? Who is going to harm you? Nobody. Yeah. And if we can try to avoid being outside during these odd hours, what are you doing outside? 1, 2, 3. Unless you are out for business or you are a security personnel. Yeah. So let us just take that initiative of protecting ourselves, right? So staying outside the school and staying inside the school is just a neutral thing. Yeah. But safety depends on you. Where you are going to eat your food, is that food secure? Huyo mtu anauza hiyo smoky akona permit? Hapo mahali unaenda kukula kwa wajef, everything, is the food secure? How is the food prepared? How is the hygiene? That is your own security, right? Yeah. Where you stay, where you reside kwa building yao, have you made sure that huyo landlord akona permit ya kuallow watu kureside ama alipitia milango ya nyuma? You have it is your money. You are paying to reside there. You are paying those people to reside there. Ule jama boda mwenye anakubeba, the government has issued all bodas to have a reg number. Yeah. Ensure that that person who is carrying you, the boda guy, that late hour from Juja stage, from Wetaidia, from anywhere, akona that reg number. Have that reg number with you. In case of anything, it will be easier for us to trace it. Yeah. So safety just start with yourself. But also that doesn't mean like the government is supposed to lag behind. No, they should be performing their function to the latter. We're expecting them to protect us. Either kuna insecurities, hakuna insecurity, they should be out here patrolling day in, day out. Na wizi haifanyikangi usiku peke yake, hata mchana. Yeah. Where people, we have crowded places, Gashororo, anywhere. The lonely places around gate E, Kengo gate. Your hakuna population, so you can be easily snatch anything. Watu wanaweza kuja tu wawili, wata upige nduru, there's no one who is nearby. Yeah. So like security should be doing their patrols frequently, and let them protect us. Yeah. When we are from classes, when we are not in classes, when we are out there, let them just protect us. Let them reinforce the security thing. Let them get those tanks, because our safety really matters. Sawa. Yeah, that is what I can only urge from the government.
Okay. Yeah. If you've heard that, remember, safety starts with you. So you want to be safe so that the people around you can be safe. And as we end our topic of today, I have a few questions. These are actually fire brainstorming questions, sorry. They're just fun questions. So number 1, which is the largest bordering country? Which is the largest country bordering Kenya?
The largest country bordering Kenya is Tanzania.
You sure?
I'm sure. Because Kenya is under East Africa. We have Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And Uganda, I'm sure. It's Tanzania.
Sure? You sure?
Yeah.
It's not. What if I tell you it's not?
Sorry, reframe that question.
The largest country bordering Kenya.
The largest country bordering Kenya. It is. As for now.
Yeah.
It must be Ethiopia.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it must be Ethiopia.
Yeah, he got that right. So my second question. What is the full name of Kenya?
The?
Full name of Kenya.
Full name of Kenya?
Yes.
Wow. I have no idea.
Kenya has a full name.
Yeah, it's Kenya.
It's the Republic of Kenya.
Oh. You even made me think like Kenya is an abbreviation. Anyway, it's good to know.
Okay,
Republic of Kenya.
So where is Nollywood located?
Nollywood?
Yeah. You'll find a movie starting and it's like made in Nollywood, like how we have these Hollywood movies made in Nollywood. So where is Nollywood located?
Is it from the northern part of Africa?
Which northern part of Africa?
Nigeria?
Absolutely.
Sure.
You got that right. My second last question, which is the hottest country in Kenya? Like literally hot, hot, hot.
Kenya is a country, so how is the
No, sorry. Hottest country in the world.
hottest country in the world?
In the whole world.
That's a guesswork. Let me try.
I'll give you three trials.
Okay. So number one trial, I'll go with hottest country. Israel. Two trials to go. Chad. Which is this other country that is close to the Sahara Desert? Namibia?
No, it's Mali.
Mali?
Yeah.
Damn it.
So what is the full meaning of news?
News.
Yeah. You're telling me that almost news Leo. Have you watched the news? So what's news? Yes, news is abbreviated. What is news?
News.
Yeah.
Wow. You just chose to embarrass me today.
This is actually, if I tell you the answer, you're going to think you're very stupid. Because it's easy. So news.
News.
Yeah.
Let me just be stupid.
North, east, west, south.
I've never heard of such. Anyway.
I know no one knows that. If you didn't know that, now you know. So that has been
Sure.
it. That's been a wrap for a day. And as I keep saying, remember to subscribe to our channel. Remember to turn on the post notification bell. Leave your comments. And yeah, remember to hit us back on our Instagram handles, always on our description box. And maybe some last words before we finish off.
Maybe what I can say. Actually, I would like to applaud you for this good thing. And then number two, maybe just to stress, this is now from my office.
Okay.
Yeah. And it is directed to students. Students, we came here for a season and for a reason. You just came, you knew no one in Juja, you knew no one in Jkuat. You just came here for a very small season and for a purpose, to serve your purpose. So kindly stick to that purpose. Ulitoka kwenyu kwa village ukijua unakuja kusoma. Some of you tuliwafanyia harambee, tukachanga pesa ya school fees. Some of you are being sponsored by bursaries. So don't let peer pressure to guide you. Yeah. Be yourself. Just be yourself. Don't let peer pressure. Usifike Juja, you see watu wa miadarati, unaanza kutafuta mapedi. Those are some of the things that are leading to insecurities in Juja. Drugs. We have very many cases about drugs. Tumeshika watu wengi na bangi kwa bags around gate C, gate A, gate B. Jamaa ako nazo. Not even the bank, but let us try to, okay, we are supposed to drink, but let us drink responsibly. Yeah, just drink responsibly and avoid those drugs that are going to cause like a lot of inconveniences. It is going, not just be fair to your body. Yeah, be fair to your body. If it is just a must you do the drugs, be fair to your body. Do justice to your body. So just know we came here to learn. You came here to get that degree, that master's, that certificate, that diploma. Then you'll be out free. Hizi vitu ndogo ndogo to see, let us avoid them.
Yeah.
Let us just try to avoid them. This is from my office. Yeah, sure.
And from my own office, which is myself, you all take care of yourself. Drink responsibly. If you have to smoke, do it at a conducive environment, at places which are allowed for you to smoke. Don't smoke too much. Remember, you have your lungs with you. And yeah, just take care of yourself. That has been it for today. And you all have a freaking amazing, fantastic day. Bye.
So guys, don't forget to subscribe to the Campus Half-Life channel, YouTube channel. They have amazing content. Actually, if you just want to know everything about campus, how people engage in campus and everything, don't hesitate to dial in the YouTube channel, subscribe to their channel, and ring that bell there for the notifications. Sure.